I know I can speak for everybody. I know I speak for myself and everybody in the band and say we really enjoyed this time we've been in San Francisco. And I know I speak for everybody. I say I sure hope we do get invited back. Bill Graham's got to have a lot of credit. He's got to get a lot of credit because we did the same thing last year. We came in here with a show and the newspapers, they I don't know, they distorted it, you know, slandered it and lied about it, whatever they did. That's enough for most promoters in the business just to cancel out the rest of the shows, and Bill didn't do that. He deserves a lot of credit. I ran into a girl here on the street a while back, and she said I was a strange person, and she told me why. She said you were born up in a certain area where the ground is metallic, and actually she's right. Where I come from, the ground is metallic, and as a matter of fact, during the Second World War, 90% of all the iron and steel that went into all the ships and the boats and airplanes and all kinds of weaponry, 90% of all the iron and steel that went into all that came from the area where I was lived. They dug it out of the ground there, so sure there's something to that, I'm sure. But anyway, yeah, it's back there. The great big lake is called Lake Superior. I don't know if you ever heard of it or been out that way. Across the lake is a town called Detroit. And I happened to go to Detroit once when I think I was about 12 or so. I was with a friend of mine who had relatives there. Anyway, I can't remember how it happened, but found myself in a bingo parlor. Where people come and they eat all day and they play bingo all night, and there's a dance band in the back. And that's the first time, where I'm from, I only hear mostly country music, you know, Hank Williams, Hank Snow, Hank Penny, all kinds of Hanks. But anyway, this was my first time face to face with rhythm and blues. It was in Detroit. I think I was about 12 years old. And the man, he was singing this song here. I don't think I do it as good as he did it, but I'm going to try it anyway.